Hello YouTube and welcome to another episode of my F1 2013 kart career. At the moment we are in Kuala Lumpur, about to start the race session. We're just going to have a quick look around. We're going to go for our race strategy. We're going to have a aggressive one, so let's go nice and fast. My teammate came second overall, but unfortunately had a 10th place penalty, so he now starts in 12th place, unfortunately. It would have been a 1-2 start, which would have been very interesting. Unfortunately, it wasn't to be. So we start from first place. It's going to be a nice dry race, hopefully, fingers crossed. I know in Kuala Lumpur, when it does rain, it can turn nasty, but look, there's clouds around, but there's no sun, but there's no sign of rain. So that's good news. So here we are. There's Vettel and Hamilton behind me, followed by Ferrari, and ncmike is in 12th.
With this amount of cars on track, the race start is always going to be risky. Be aware.
Right, okay, so here we go. Coming down the first long straight. Vettel gets a good start. It's a good usage of curves there. I was able to use the inside line, and that means I now have almost all of my curves to use at a later stage in the first lap. But because Vettel was fighting Hamilton, I've now got a bit of a gap between us. Oh, bit of corner cut on the first lap. Just have to get into the zone, into a rhythm. And ncmike is in third place now. Now in second. So he's doing very well. It could be a 1-2 for McLaren, so he's made up all that ground from 12th place. That's fantastic. And if he can hold it, and if I can hold it, then it will be really good for our Constructors' Championship. But he's fighting Vettel as he comes down that long straight. I can see him on the mini-map. Just keeping it nice and steady. Don't want to put too much risk. Oh, he sees up on that corner there. Just taking it nice and easy. We're not pushing the car too much. That's the last thing we want to do.
Is now enabled. We recommend using curves to defend against drivers using DRS.
ncmike there, battling away against Hamilton and Vettel, but he's holding them off nicely. Meanwhile, I'm just behaving myself at the moment and just making sure this drive is nice and smooth, because obviously they're battling it all out further down the racetrack. I can then relax and take it nice and easy and get a win. Oh. And Hamilton's just taken out ncmike. And we've gone wide there, but we have just set a fastest lap.
This is exactly what we need until the end.
But ncmike has just taken it back. So a lot of fighting going on there.
Drive-through penalty to serve. Drive-through penalty.
And I think that means ncmike has got a drive-through penalty. I'm not entirely sure.
Behind is running on full revs. He's trying to close the gap.
A lot of tyre wear, so it's a good thing we did look after our tyres and not go full throttle everywhere, otherwise they would probably be red by now. So now it is just a preserving game. We better keep an eye on that. I didn't even realise they were that worn down. But now obviously it's where is ncmike at the moment? ncmike is 14th, so he's not entirely bad. He can still recover from that. We're not even halfway into the Grand Prix at the moment, so it's not the end of the world. And these tyres are looking very red indeed. starting to lose grip actually.
We currently have a 10-second gap to the car behind. Keep pushing.
Not the fastest race ever, is it? But I need to do this in order to save the tyres. Otherwise I'll get a puncture and everything will go wrong. But I think we can hold him for one more lap. We're going to go for one more lap. Let's test fate. And if it pops, then it pops, and it's our own fault.
Box this lap. A 12-second gap to the car behind. 12 seconds. Mike's in the pits. Mike has pitted. Okay, looks like you're losing too much grip. You should consider coming into the pits and replacing your tyres.
I thought that was the plan anyway.
You need to pit in this lap.
Here we go, we're into the pit lane now. And here's the McLaren team just after Ferraris. And we're in.
Exit now.
There's a 3-second pit stop. Oh my god, that's pretty fast. And the fastest I've seen on TV was a 2.8 by Red Bull. So they're not doing too bad.
The white line when coming out of the pit, so you'll get a penalty.
Vettel is still in second place. Webber is now taken third instead of Hamilton. Coming across the line, and Mike is 15th place overall. But he has just finished a pit stop, so that may change very shortly. ncmike just setting the fastest lap there. So he's not exactly going slow. He's picking up the pace. He's keeping up with race pace, that's for certain. Especially if Vettel was doing that time. The one before him. And he just went 0.4 seconds faster. He reached it at 1:39.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap for the race.
Four laps to go now. Car is becoming extremely fast now. No fuel to weigh it down. Let's use that rich mode of ours. We do have one lap there for us to use. And ncmike's moved into 14th now, so he is moving up the grid. Of course, Melbourne and Kuala Lumpur, two tracks that I know very well and really am a fan of. So it's no wonder that I'm doing so well here, as I always usually do, unless it's raining, of course. You watch, now that I said that, thank you very wrong.
visibility okay, but we'll keep an eye on it.
Put the fuel back down to standard. Of course, when you're in aggressive mode, or the fuel that is, you only get +1 lap and then that's it. And we just seized up there, that's not good. We went off. We've got a 21-second lead over Vettel anyway. The German's lost his talent.
Finishing position, so let's make sure to keep it clean and bring the car home safely. Vettel's lap times are significantly slower than yours. You're increasing the lead over him by around 3 seconds a lap.
And that sector was exactly the same as my previous one, so spot on. How's that consistency for you? Decided not to go in that, was it went too early on the turn in there, and suddenly realised and abandoned it with haste. Blue flag for Grosjean.
25 seconds separate you and the car behind.
That's the last lap now. The fuel's okay, yep, just above over average. I know it says +1 lap, but that usually means that it's got like a tiny bit, which means you've got more than what's needed. Tally-ho, old chap, over the front line and all. Now the question is, has ncmike been able to get into the top 10? Because I know he's got the pace to do it. Here we go, down the long straights for the last time. Oh, seizing the tyres. And across the line, in first place in Kuala Lumpur. So our teammate is still in 11th place, but let's have a quick view. No, that's not the car we want someone else. Although that's Vettel. And that's Webber. Massa. And Alonso, ooh, that looks interesting. Look at that. Alonso was trying for it. Let's have a look at ncmike. Where is he? Got to find him first. Hamilton. And there's behind ncmike. Oh, he's coming in for the 10th place. And he's done it. ncmike just goes on the inside of Paul di Resta, barely holding it in place. And across the line in 10th place, 1 point.
Great job. What a win.
So although he had the drive-through penalty, he crawled his way back up through the grid to make 10th place. So that is an amazing accomplishment in my personal view. But let's see how this affects the tables. So we've got McLaren, we finished first. And that is it for this episode, I think. So if you do enjoy it, please subscribe, like and leave a comment. And thank you for watching. See you next time.